¿Le paso una manteleta para su pequeña? Gracias. ¿Qué tal? Buenas tardes, días.
¿Cuánto tiempo necesito esperar para sentar?
¿Una persona?
Sí.
20 minutos,
Sí,
media hora.
está bien.
Sí, súper. Un segundito en lo que carga. ¿Su nombre, por favor?
¿Nombre? José.
Muchísimas gracias. En unos momentos lo llamo por el micrófono, ¿vale?
¿Y 20 minutos?
20 minutos.
Ok.
Ajá.
Okay. Yo marco el tiempo para 20 minutos.
Claro que sí.
Well, I made it. It took me like almost half an hour to wait for a table, but I finally got a table here at this amazing restaurant. I thought if I'm coming this far to this beautiful little neighborhood in Mexico City and I come across such an amazing restaurant as this, that there's no way I'm going to pass this up. And it's actually, you know what? I didn't think the prices were that much. I ordered a combo of eggs Benedict with some Spanish ham and like juice, fruit, coffee, bread, pastries. The whole thing was under 500 pesos. So I thought that was very good. I think that's fine. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty reasonable for what it is. Okay guys, this is course number 1. Fruit with some apple juice with ginger. Apparently this has ginger in it. Apple juice, mango, papaya, banana. I don't know what that is in the middle, but that's the first course. Stick around, see the rest. Well, I'm almost finished. And I'm sorry because I think I forgot to film the dish before I ate it. I did take some pictures. Maybe I'll include it. Sorry. But it was very beautifully presented. Wonderful, wonderful meal. It tastes amazing. I'm not quite finished yet, but I just remembered that I should have done a little video of it. They brought me these sauces, some bread, and this was covered like with a wonderful brioche, eggs Benedict with some ham, and yeah, it's not over, so stick around. But so far this has been, definitely the highlight of my trip. Usually it's like some kind of pyramid or Mayan ruin, but actually eating at this restaurant, definitely highlight. Definitely highlight. So you guys have to come here. If you come to Mexico City, visit this restaurant. On the weekends, it's very busy. This is what they tell me. But if you come during the week, it's not busy at all. So if you don't want the crowds, come on the weekdays. If you want to see the crowds and wait 20 minutes, half an hour or more, you can come on the weekends, sign up on the list, and they'll call you when your table's ready. Great for families. I see people like, groups of 10 walking in here, so no problem. You can come here as a gang, whole family, or as a single person like me. It's all good. Okay guys, this is the final piece of the puzzle. This little dessert here, the cappuccino, is what makes this the best right now. The best. You can see the action outside, it's pretty cool. It's now about 1:30, and I think I'll stick around here for a little longer, and then probably head back to Palenque for the afternoon, the rest of the afternoon. So stick around and see what I get up to. Thanks for following me. I really appreciate it. All the follows and likes and subscriptions are so helpful. Because eventually I would like to make this my my thing. I'll explain more, but right now it's a bit loud out here, so I'll explain more later. Thanks again. So I thought I should share the bill just so you guys know what things cost here, so you have to see it. And there we go. I think the craziest thing here is I paid 136 pesos for a small bottle of San Pellegrino. I think that was ridiculous. So if you guys come, don't order the San Pellegrino. Because 136 pesos is just crazy. The combo was fine. I think that's fine. So yeah, that's it. That's it. There we go. Okay. Hope you enjoyed this part of the video, and let's see where we end up next. Hope to see. I'm back. I just left that wonderful restaurant, Saks. Amazing experience. I think I have to be in the top 10 of my experiences, eating experiences anyways, in the last years, for sure. It was a highlight of this trip. One of the highlights. There's a few highlights, but this one's definitely a highlight. So if you are stuck in Condesa or Roma Norte, Polanco, whatever, Reforma, any of those neighborhoods, come out of those neighborhoods, take a cab or Uber and head down to this area, San Ángel, and Buenas tardes. Come and experience this wonderful neighborhood. So unique. A lot of cafes around here too. A lot of cafes. I'm just gonna walk around a bit. I haven't gone to this area yet. I'm in the center. So wonderful, so good. And it's a typical old center, Pueblo type Mexico. It's like a Pueblo Mágico, but inside Mexico City. Well, like Coyoacán. Coyoacán is a kind of Pueblo Mágico, but inside Mexico City. You really get the sense of what it was like here 100 or 200 years ago. Probably just going to walk around here for a little bit longer and then head to Polanco to see the rest of what I wanted to see today. Shops, bonsai tree, nice little bonsai. A lot of mercados here today. A lot of people selling stuff. A lot of tour shops here.
Saludos, saludos.
That's the thing about Mexico too. There's a lot of mariachis. Always music. Hey, is that beautiful? Can you hear it? What a great voice. I don't want to hear it at 2 in the morning, but 2 in the afternoon's different. Oh, there's a little art fair here. A lot of art. A lot of art stuff. A lot of art stuff here. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Looks like they're doing renovations. Whoa. I saw something. Something demonic. I don't know what the fascination is with the devil, with Satanism these days. There's so much fascination with Satanism and the devil. Like, what's the big deal? This is crazy. I don't really see the fascination.
Voy a poder nadar, ir nadar en
déjame ver lo de San Ángel.
This is a Mexican dog. I forget what they're called. But they're dog typical here to Mexico. They're kind of cool. If I was into getting a dog again, no, I wouldn't get that one. I'd probably get a Jack Russell. Small, little smart dog. Oh, a lot of artists here. Some artists selling their art. It's good.
Buenas tardes.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. You make it? Yeah. Are you a Pisces?
Pisces? No, I'm Leo.
Leo?
Yeah.
You like water?
Yeah, a lot. It's my favorite thing. Girls in the water. Because the reflection of the light and the symbolism and the fish. I have a fish tank at
Oh, really?
home. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
And you like the Indian from India?
All the goddess and gods, Indian gods.
You like that
because
too?
I'm a tattooer also.
Oh, you do tattoos? Beautiful.
Yeah, and I made a lot of Indian gods with tattoos. Yeah.
Krishna, Lakshmi, Shiva.
Everybody.
Yeah?
I have a friend
Kali, right?
who tattooed all his body in 4 years with all Indian gods and dragons.
Really? A guy or a woman?
A guy.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's great. Huh. And do you do your tattoos here
No, here impossible. I made tattoos at home because in the pandemic.
Yeah.
Is
Pandemic.
it correct?
Yeah, pandemic, yeah.
Okay. The studio in which I was closed.
Cerrado.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I started to work at home and I prefer to be there.
Beautiful. Yeah. That's great. And do you work in the city or do you work here in this area?
I live here in the city, like 15 minutes from here, near from the Azteca Stadium.
I see.
Do you know it? Do
No,
you know it?
no, I don't. No.
I'm sorry, my English is a little
No,
bit
your English
rusty.
is actually really good. It's really good. I understand you perfectly. No, that's great.
Let me go for my hat.
Yeah. Huh. So this area is Santa...
Here, this garden is called El Carmen. And up there, there's another one, bigger, who is called San Jacinto.
San Jacinto?
San Jacinto.
San Jacinto, that's
Jacinto
what it is.
is a name,
Correct.
a man's
Yeah.
name. Yeah.
San Jacinto. And what's the history of this place? Do you know the history?
Well, I don't know the history exactly, but all these zone, it's called colonia. Like all the sections are called colonias, but this one in special is very old. Like all the buildings are here before the revolution.
Right. Yeah. And the neighborhood, the whole neighborhood is called what?
San Ángel.
San Ángel, which
San
is like...
Ángel, like angel.
Yeah. And is there a reason for that name or...
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm going to make
do
a
research.
research.
It's interesting because it's a very different from the rest of Mexico City. I was in Coyoacan. I stayed in Coyoacan a couple of times, and it's similar to this, but not the same.
Coyoacan is the same old than this.
Yeah, mostly
before the revolution.
Yeah,
these buildings were here.
It had a governor. It had like a mayor. It had its own leadership. It wasn't part of the city, right? It was its own.
At the beginning, when the city started, it was not a city. It was a big town.
Okay.
And long distances of land between the oldest towns. For example, the oldest ones are Xochimilco, San Ángel, Coyoacan, and downtown.
Say that again. Which ones?
Xochimilco, which are the lake and the chinampas and all that stuff. Do you know it?
No.
No? Oh, you should.
Okay.
Yeah, you should. Xochimilco. Coyoacan.
Coyoacan, I know.
San Ángel.
San Ángel.
Y el centro.
El centro.
Because the Mexico City was a little island surrounded by a lake.
Oh, I see.
So it grows like this.
I see. Wonderful. Wow. Thank you for that explanation.
If you go to the downtown and it's rainy, all the ground is
soft.
It's called limo, and with the water, it becomes like gelatin.
Oh wow!
And with the earthquakes.
Wow! Oh wow! So what was the reason they settled here? The Spanish settled here because there was gold or silver, or like what? Why did they settle?
Well, the story of the city is this. Did you hear about the Aztecs?
Yeah, the Aztecs were here. The Spanish came. They wanted the gold. They didn't want to give them the gold, so they killed them.
Yeah, well, in the first place, they came and they thought they discovered India.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But they were trying to conquer all South America, and they arrived finally to Mexico, and it was not Mexico in that time, it was Tenochtitlan, and there were pyramids and the lake and all that stuff, and they tried to conquer, but they were 600 Spaniards, and they lose the battle.
Yeah.
But the Aztecs, as an empire, they had like I don't know how to say it. They asked for taxes to all the little groups around the Tenochtitlan.
Right.
But in that time, if you don't pay,
not good.
Not good. It's not a good idea. So they were cruel, and as an empire, they had to fall. So the Spaniards.
So the Aztecs fell because they were trying to get too greedy with the locals.
Yeah, and the locals, the towns around Tenochtitlan, told to the Spaniards, we can help you
to defeat,
to win.
So they joined with the Spaniards to defeat the Aztec elites.
Yeah. So the people that knows a little bit about the real history, like me, because I like to read and I like to study, we say that the conquer was done by the indigenous people and the independence by Spanish people. Immediately after the conquer, the Spaniards begin to obey the crown, the Spanish crown, and they start to make all these different levels of people, like you are indigenous, you are half Spaniard, half indigenous, and like this. And all these buildings are like Spaniard
Spanish
architecture.
No, beautiful. I'm from Portugal, so where I'm from, Portugal.
Very nice, Portugal.
So the buildings very similar. Portugal. Same.
Did you have like a Spanish domination there or Arab?
For a while, Arab from the Moors, North Africa came, but also the Spanish occupied the Portugal for a couple hundred years, but then the Portuguese pushed them backwards.
Hola Juanita, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah.
So,
Here we had like mixes with Arab and Spanish and indigenous. For example, my grandfather, he was Spanish from a part of Spain called Provincia Vasca.
Basque, the Basque, in the north.
Yeah, and he married with an indigenous woman from Veracruz, like with braids and everything. So my grandfather and his brothers are like a black one, a brown one,
different
a white
colors.
one, with brown with green eyes.
Wow, beautiful. Well, that's
mix,
good. That's a good
crazy
mix.
Yeah,
that's great. Wow. And you live here? Or do you live in Mexico City?
Well, this is Mexico City, but it's
No,
the
but
biggest.
downtown, like.
No, I used to live in downtown, but I don't like the strength of the earthquakes. So I moved to the south of the city.
Okay.
And in that zone which I live is the ground is volcanic stone.
Okay.
So the earthquakes feels like softer.
Okay. Right.
It's a good place to live.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the name of that area?
Santa Úrsula.
Santa Úrsula. Okay.
Near from that place, there's a volcano.
Okay.
And all these zone, included San Ángel, is volcano stones in the ground.
Okay.
Ciudad Universitaria, San Ángel, Coyoacán.
Right.
Also Insurgentes, a little bit, is volcanic. I don't know, the volcanic eruption alcanzó, which is the word, it was a big eruption.
Right.
So it covers all this area.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm learning so much. I came here a lot during the pandemic. But Chiapas, Oaxaca, I traveled around, Taxco, Puebla, Querétaro, Yucatan, all around. I traveled around. But Mexico City, I was only here a few days. But this time I came, I'm here now 10 days. So I'm trying to really learn more about the city. Go to Polanco, I live in Condesa, Roma Norte, and just trying to, walk around.
Condesa and Roma Norte are old songs of the city, and they were there before the revolution.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They are old barrios, I don't know.
Barrios, I know. Yeah, apparently Condesa was owned by a countess. A countess, like a famous woman, and she used to have a racetrack.
Yeah, exactly. It was a dog race.
Yeah, around dog race or horse race?
No, I read.
Oh, wow, dog race.
It's read or road?
Yeah, the Amsterdam Avenue, around the park Mexico.
If I say read in past this road, no, I don't.
I read
that it was a dog race.
Okay, crazy.
Because it was a little circuit.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure.
No, but that's good. I'll look it up for sure. Yeah. So do you have a website for your work or anything?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
And I can recommend you a video, a nice video about the Conquer, but it's the point of view of Mexico. Sure. Because the chronics of the Conquer were written by the Spanish.
Of course.
It's
the winners. The winners always write history.
Write the story, yeah.
No, I'd love to take your... Are you on Instagram
Let me
as
get
well?
you a card, but anyway, let me show you my it's a tattooer Instagram page, and between my tattoos there's my paintings, because I didn't make my painting page yet, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, who's calling? Is that somebody?
Okay.
No, what's this? Hold on. I was right here. Sorry.
You were recording me with my bad English.
No, you were great. You kidding? I think you're fantastic.
I used to work.
And I like it. It's sexy because it has its own unique tone.
I used to work speaking in English, but long time ago. So
no, you have a very good pronunciation, enunciation. You know the words.
I'm gonna.
Well, that was a wonderful conversation. I'm sorry I had to cut it off. My battery was about to die, and usually when the battery dies on these things, it messes up the last video because it cuts it off. It creates a corrupted file. So I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want to lose that that great little conversation I was having with Rox, the artist who I was just speaking to. I thought she was really friendly, amazing, and really appreciate her time. And hopefully we'll keep in touch. And yeah, look at this great artwork here. So wow, look at this. Gorgeous. It is really hot here right now. It's very hot. I don't know exactly how hot. I imagine it's close to 30 to 35 degrees. I'll check. But it's a very hot day today. So stay cool and stay hydrated. So I'll be back on my next